Hey Leo, welcome to your reading. Hope you're well and thanks for tuning in. It's Wednesday the 20th of May 2026. Going to do a general collective tarot reading for the sign of Leo. See what you've got going on in all aspects of life, in energy. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. So let's see what comes out for Leo. What messages do we have for Leo? In life, in love, in work, in career, in family, whatever comes out. What messages do we have for Leo, Spirit? What messages do we have for Leo? Wheel of Fortune in the upright. The Four of Swords in the upright. The Ten of Pentacles, excuse me, in the upright. And Strength in the reverse. So, Leo, you're needing to make a change, or a change has happened, but you're feeling a little bit doubtful and insecure about it. You feel like you've got a lack of control over this change, or there's something about a change that you're doubtful about. A change, a cycle, an ending or a beginning. You're taking time out, having a rest, maybe having a think about it all. And there's something here about stability, a commitment perhaps, a family situation, a marriage, or something to do with money, stability, material comforts, material wealth. So let's see what these could be about for you, Leo. Getting the energy as well with kind of throwing it to the universe. I don't know what's going to happen, or I'm giving up trying to see if something happens. I'm just, whatever will be, will be. So why is Strength here in reverse energy for Leo? Why is Strength here for Leo? Four of Swords again. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, I think you're just taking time out from this, contemplating, thinking, but I think you're more, perhaps you've been stressed out about this in the past, and you're kind of trying to chill, trying to remain calm, and knowing that you need to possibly stop thinking about it so much. Or you're still thinking about it, but you're trying to keep yourself in a healthy place while you do. Trying not to get stressed out about it. Focusing on your own rest, health, well-being during this time. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Leo? Three of Cups. You could be, yeah, just focusing on yourself, having a good time with friends or family, socialising, trying to take your mind off it. But I'm getting more so looking after yourself throughout whatever all this is. Or there could be something to celebrate. Or perhaps you're waiting for something to celebrate. You're waiting for something to come back together in a happy way. Why is the Four of Swords here? Twice for Leo. What's the important message about the Four of Swords for Leo? The Knight of Cups. So you could have someone in your energy that's romantic, charming. You could also be taking time out to think about love and your idea of love and romance, and sort of thinking about what you want. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, I've got an incense stick on and it's absolutely, it's defeating me. Or you could just have someone in your energy, a possible connection, and you're enjoying it. And you're kind of waiting to see how things go. But you're very much focused on keeping yourself in check, regardless of who's in your energy. Or you could be thinking about this Knight of Cups and perhaps just waiting for some sort of change to happen. I don't know. This is, Why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Leo? Two of Cups in reverse. There's someone here that's worrying about a connection or thinking about a connection and where it's going to go. Now, Two of Cups in reverse. There could have been a connection, a commitment, or a marriage that is or has gone through some sort of separation, a breakup, some sort of disharmony, and it's tense. Perhaps someone's coming back to you with Knight of Cups energy, being romantic and charming. But you're kind of waiting to see what happens and just resting from it all. This could be something that's come back around or someone that you've been connected to a while. It's almost like your priority is you, looking after yourself. I keep getting that very heavily for someone. So tell me about the Four of Swords, the second Four of Swords. What's the important message about the Four of Swords for Leo? The Star in reverse. Yeah, like I said, you have been in a place of despair, stress. I think you've lost your power. You've lost your inner strength, your inner light about this in the past, perhaps, or recently. It's really knocked your confidence, knocked your physical, mental well-being. And there's also been a lack of faith here. Kind of, yeah, like I said at the beginning of the reading, you're kind of feeling defeated, giving up on it. Not sure, not knowing what else to do. And you've kind of like said, well, sod this, I'm going to look after myself for all this because I don't see anything changing. But you're kind of still waiting for something to change, but you're not stressing yourself out about it. Why is the Three of Cups here for Leo? The Ace of Cups. Pouring love into yourself, perhaps giving yourself some love, attention, nurturing, care. Or, like I say, there is someone here that's offering a new beginning. Being romantic, charming, offering their love and emotion to you. proposing. Perhaps some of you are, someone's proposing to get married. Why do I feel like this is, yeah. Right, Knight of Cups. Why is it here for Leo? The Empress in reverse. There's a lot here. I'm getting something about a pregnancy. Perhaps someone lost a pregnancy here, which I give my apologies and lots of love to you if that's the case. But I'm getting here that someone that you were connected to kind of left you empty, in terms of you gave a lot to someone and it left you in a very empty, desolate sort of place within yourself. Took the focus off you and your life and looking after yourself. And you're kind of not allowing that to happen again. There's also something here about a reconciliation, an offer to start again, but someone kind of has lost hope that this will ever work out. Could possibly be something getting in the way of this connection. Something that's stopping the progress, stopping going forward to a commitment. Or someone is indecisive, or there's just something here that's getting in the way. Two of Cups, reverse energy. Why is it here for Leo? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like I said, there's something here that's delayed, stuck, or there's been some sort of disappointment that's caused a separation or a heartbreak, or there's something here about timing and waiting and putting effort or investment into something and it's turned into a disappointment. Or there's something that's kind of just been stuck and not really going in any clear direction, starts and stops. Something that's possibly going round in circles but never really getting any further forward. And someone's just kind of losing hope with all of it. And they're fed up of leaving themselves running on empty because of it. Why is the Star here in reverse energy for Leo? The Ace of Wands. Like I said, new beginning. There's a lot of feelings here. Possibly quite a lot of attraction, chemistry, desire. But there's also a lot of doubt. I'm getting the energy of something that always starts well, but kind of then just gets stuck at some sort of point. There's always beginnings and new passionate beginnings, and you know, everything starts well and it's great and it's lovely and it's passionate and it's, you know, full of chemistry and excitement, but then it just sort of ends and it never goes any further. And I think someone here is kind of bored of, even getting bored of the, they don't get excited about the new beginnings now because they know where it's going to go. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Leo? Three of Swords. There is something here about a third energy, a third party, something that gets in the way of this, something that stops this progressing. Now, that could be another person. It could be someone that's already connected to another or committed to another. Could be a family member, a friend, someone that gets in the way, or some sort of conflict, issue, someone's work, someone's career. But there's some sort of pain, loss or separation that needs to be healed, or there's something else that needs to end in order for this to go forward, this new beginning, this whatever it is. But there's something that's always getting in the way of this, and that's where the issues sort of start. There's a lot of potential. There's always a potential. It's like I'm getting the energy of like starting over, let's try again, let's start over. But it starts over and then it never really progresses. It's something that's stuck in potential. Why is the Empress here in reverse energy for Leo? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it's someone that's very grounded. Someone's very patient to try and work this out. Very persistent, patient. Someone who's possibly can be stubborn as well. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Leo in reverse energy? Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. There's someone here that could be a little bit unsure about their feelings. They kind of go so far. This is what I'm getting, this something that always stops it, gets in the way. There's someone that's unsure of their feelings. They go sort of so far. It's always a new beginning, a passionate beginning. It's always a fiery, exciting beginning full of chemistry. But then there's always, and then it sort of stops, like there's some sort of block, or someone's stubborn, or they don't open up, or they get a bit defensive. Or there's something here that gets in the way that they need to deal with. Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So there could have been some secrecy here, or some sneaky energy. Someone that's secretive perhaps, and they're defensive, and they kind of... But someone's about, or someone's, it's become clear, someone's been caught, someone's taken responsibility or owned up to something. Someone's trying to be honest after not being very honest in the past. Why is the Ace of Wands here for Leo? Three of Cups. Again. Right, so there could be a third party in this energy. It could be a connection that you know, it's fun, or it's casual, or you have fun together. maybe this is someone that likes to keep their connections casual, fun, but doesn't kind of go any further than that. And there could be 2's company, 3's a crowd, that sort of an energy. 3 of Swords. Why is it here for Leo? Knight of Swords. So someone's rushing in with communication or rushing towards you, some sort of communication perhaps about what's going on with this blockage, this thing that's getting in the way. Perhaps there is, well, perhaps there's hope for some sort of celebration or good news. Knight of Pentacles. Why is it here for Leo? 10 of Pentacles. This energy is just starting to repeat itself now. Why is the Page of Cups here in reverse energy for Leo? 6 of Swords in reverse. 7 of Swords. Knight of Cups again. Seven of Cups. One from the top of each deck. 7 of Cups. 10 of Swords. 6 of Wands. Ace of Cups again. 8 of Cups. So someone's, I'm just getting this energy of like, this is always stuck in possibility, potential, but it never really goes any further and no one really does the things that need to be done in order to change this to go further. It's almost like, yeah, this is great, let's go for it. And then they sort of, oh, well, you know, it's like someone that makes excuses, I'm getting. Well, there's always something that stops it going any further. Let's put these into their suits for you, Leo, see if I can squeeze out any last messages for you. Leo, it's got to be said, I'm getting the energy of someone that's breadcrumbing. It's like someone's been round in circles with this a few times. And it's always a great start and it's always a potential and let's begin and let's start. But then it sort of stops. There's something in the way here or someone in the way. This person leaves you confused, or this person is confusing, and you kind of get bored, or you've got to the point of having sort of lost faith in this, and you sort of, when you start to walk away, then this person comes back in. They sort of rush back in with this charming romantic energy, and then you feel recognized, and then you sort of keep waiting again because you sort of, you're stuck in this false hope, this illusion of what could be, and it might turn out okay, and this person, you know, this might turn into commitment, marriage and family. It's like I'm getting this hope for healing, but sort of knowing that there's no hope as well. Because you know how it's going to go. It's like this person strings you along, or this, you're sort of left in this false hope that keeps you patient and hanging on and waiting. Because every time this person rushes back to you, you feel some sense of victory or recognition. You feel like this person's choosing you. But then it just goes back round in circles with these on and off starts, these feelings, emotions, and or someone's not doing what they need to do in order to progress with this connection. And there's some sneaky deceptive energy there as well. Someone sort of takes accountability, owns up, says they're being honest, and then it gives some sort of healing, new beginning energy. But then it just sort of goes back to this place of the same old shit, basically. Got to say it how it is. So yeah, I'm going to leave this there because that's the energy that I have for you at the moment, Leo. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry if it resonated. Good luck, best wishes, and lots of love until next time. Bye bye.